some more. What is it? Some more Gmod add-ons or mods or whatever. So we're still looking at the simple physics stuff right here. So I didn't realize that there was so many cars in this section. So we'll be taking a few more episodes to look at this than I thought. So we're going from Acura down to BMW here. So we will start with that. So here's the Acura Integra Type R, which, you know, it's not a bad little thing, but it's not really that great. These seem to be we're looking at the DiggerCars mod, I guess, and these seem to be very, very good. I mean, it would be nice if the game wasn't like lagging for whatever reason. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe it's the mod. I hope it's not. It could also be the map, which would also suck. But so here we have the modern Acura NSX from like 2017 or whenever the new one was released. Pretty good. It's laggy. We also have the a classic Acura NSX from the 90s, or sort of retro, I guess. Oh God, why is it so laggy? We need to switch maps and see if that does anything. I don't know. Right. So we also have the NSX-R. Yeah, this mod seems to have a lot of just a lot of things in it. So there's a lot of interesting like actual real life cars in this mod. So there probably isn't as good as you can make them. So the NSX-R was just there. We have some more Acuras. Only one actually. The RSXS. You know, sort of another Acura type thing. We also have an Alfa Romeo, and guess what? It's actually a 159 this time. It's not a Brera, which I guess makes sense. It's probably a good thing that we don't have all Breras just constantly like we keep having in previous episodes. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of it's there. Why is this so laggy? I don't understand. Okay. We also have the Alfa Romeo Montreal, which I don't think I ever heard of this thing before, but I mean it sort of looks like a sort of classic racer type thing. These cars are also not that bad at like sliding around and whatever. I assume that all these cars have like okay, not all of them, but I think some of them have like different paint jobs and stuff like that. I mean, you can already see it on some of those a little bit in the future. But first, we have to go through things like this: the AMC Gremlin, one of the world's most hated cars, or you know, the car that most of the world thinks is absolutely stupid. Sweet AMC Pacer, bruh, or Gremlin. This is the AMC Pacer, which again, it's another car that people think is really, really dumb and stupid. You can tell what's going on right now. We also have the Aerial Atom, which is really probably, you know, very interesting car to have in here. Very, very quick race car type thing. It's not really, but yeah, okay. Well, it doesn't always work the best. And I mean, this car is not really made for drifting. I mean, it's also very quick at turning. Like, you know, just kind of woo. Just let that thing go off into the sunset. Except for it's not going to do that. We also have another painted car here, the Audi S5, which looks pretty cool. type of thing. You know, relatively quick. It's better than most of the cars we looked at already. We also have another Audi, the Quattro, or Audi Sport Quattro, sort of rally car type thing. I mean, I'm not sure it's very rally spec right now, but you know, it's probably more the road version of the rally car. We have another Audi in Audi or TTS. I mean, okay, yeah, I should have known that wasn't an R8, but I mean, you know, it's pretty good. The best TT that's ever existed. Ah! Actually, wasn't there a TTRS? That's probably better than that. Whatever. So we have the ridiculous lineup of BMWs now. So we have the BMW 3.0 CSL Group 5. So this is sort of like a racing type car. I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, I know there's a lot of racing series, and this obviously belongs in one of them. But I mean, you know, it's pretty cool looking, and you know, it's pretty. I really like the look of that one. We also have another one, the BMW E31 850 CSI, which is like an actual road BMW instead of like a racing one. I mean, you know, it's relatively cool, but I think there's some of the other ones that are a little bit better. Well, this one may be quite quick, so I assume it's one of those that's sort of based off of one of the race type cars. However, we do have the BMW M1 right here, which, I mean, okay, so I don't know, I feel like, alright, I think you can do something to change the paint on a lot of these cars, but I don't know exactly. So we have the BMW M1, you know, BMW sort of supercar type thing. It's relatively good. We have more BMWs. This one is another racing type one, the BMW M1 Pro car. So it's very low to the ground. It's a gigantic wing on the back of it, you know. Again, sort of wide body type thing. And it's pretty fast. I think I might have actually heard of the Pro car type thing before, but I'm not too sure about that. God, this is laggy. Okay. We also have a normal BMW, the M3E36, which is sort of 90s BMW, like just a regular. I mean, it's like an M3, regular M3, which is pretty cool type of thing. Something you probably see around quite a bit compared to some of these other ones. We also have another one of those, the E30 or the BMW M3 E36 Stage 1, which I mean it seems like sort of a race type car. I don't really know why it's called Stage 1, but I mean, you know, these are these slide around really easily. I'll tell you that, because these are some of the ones that I've had for the longest amount of time. A lot of these other ones I haven't had, or I've had for less time, but these three, and obviously this one, I've had for such a long time, or for a much longer time, so I know that these things slide around. This is the Stage 2, obviously, of literally the same car, and it's you know, but these things slide around super easily, and if I wasn't lagging, I could possibly drive them a little bit better, and also not die, but I'll probably do that pretty soon. So we have and of course we have the Stage 3. So, you know, this is again, they just have like different body types, and maybe they go a little bit quicker in the up the stages. I don't really know. You know, I mean, you know, yeah, it slides around quite a bit. Another BMW we have, this is a more modern one, the M3E46. I don't think this is, I'm not sure if this is like super up to date, like, you know, one of the ones that is like 2010s, but you know, it's much more recent than that one. glad we somehow hit the exact one that I was talking about. But of course, this one has race car version as well. So we have the E46 GTR. So you know, it's another race car basically. Okay, this one is ridiculous. Boost, turn, and it spins forever as it seems. Again, I don't know why, but if it wasn't lagging, I could probably control it easier. Again, we have stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. I haven't actually had these cars for too long, but I can only assume these are probably just as easy to slide around as some of the other ones. If I could drive, it's another good question right there. We also have, of course, the stage 2 of 46. It slides around and spins wherever it wants. And then, of course, we have stage 3. Slide and not be able to control it. Then we have more BMWs. We have the M3 GTR street version, which I can only assume is the M3 GTR from before, but the street version, which is something I think is sort of been seen in some other racing games. This one, you know, probably about as slidey or slidey around as some of the others, but not quite as much. We also have a BMW M4 F82. This means this one looks very modern, as you can say. So apparently it's from a set of Corsa, it says on there. You know, it's just a BMW M4 type of thing. And then we have the final BMW for this episode, which is another one of the more interesting ones. It's a classic one, sort of. A BMW M635 CSI. So you know, it's another one that it has before. It has sort of the classic BMW front end that you see in some of the other ones, such as the 2002 Turbo. But, you know, it's not bad. Okay, so I don't know necessarily what to call the best one in this episode. I mean, you could say probably the Aerial Addons, probably the best one in this episode. And since we don't have different sections, I will count these all the same one. The next time we'll probably go through, you know, a certain amount of other ones, but I won't get into which ones exactly. So yeah, stick around for that. We'll have more episodes of the simple physics stuff than I thought originally, but you know, it's not too bad as long as it doesn't lag. Which, you know, hopefully it decides that it doesn't want to lag anymore. Which would be very